Good morning, you guys. Or wait, it's afternoon for you. Let's try this again. Good afternoon, you guys. Raymond Warner here. Now, today's video is probably going to be a little bit shorter than normal. Why is this happening? I'm getting sick, and it's not very cool. It's actually pretty annoying. And where are my glasses? I'm getting some juice to cure my throat issue. A juice and a cookie. Better. My glasses. So today I posted a status on Twitter. I tweeted that I was going to be doing a Q&A today, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's get right into it. Now, this video is probably going to be a little bit shorter, like I said. So originally I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a video today, but I figured, why not? Oh, this is actually a pretty good one. This is from @_URibe_X, and he says, did you go to college? Okay, so that's kind of a touchy subject for some people because I know that parents obviously want all their kids to go to college, which is a very good idea. So for those of you that aren't sure if you want to go to college, it's not a bad idea, trust me. My situation was when I was younger, there was no real big pro scooter riders or anything. I was kind of traveling around a very small bit when I was a senior in high school. And when time came to either go to college or stick with scootering, I stuck with scootering because I thought that this is my one chance to do this and try to make it work, as opposed to going to college, which you can go to at any time. So I had a dream, and my dream didn't have to do with college, and I decided to follow that dream instead of trying to start a new one. So that's why I didn't go to college. But again, if you guys are in school and you want to be like some kind of computer technician or something like that, anything that has to do with college, go to college. And it's always a good idea. It's always a good idea to have a plan B. So yeah, go to college, kids. @Molly_Con11 says, what was your first job? My very first job was, I was 14 years old, and an old ex-girlfriend of mine when I was 14, her grandma owned like a storage business, and she needed sign twirlers. So my very first job, I was 14 years old, and I was twirling signs. That was like my first legitimate job. Before that, when I was younger, I mowed lawns for all the neighbors around my area and stuff like that, try to make money that way, and yeah. So my very first job was technically a lawnmower. Second job was a sign twirler. Job after that was a lifeguard. After lifeguarding, I worked at a scooter store. After a scooter store, I started doing YouTube. So 5 jobs so far. @Trevor_Knudsen said, with a K, says, why do you like neochrome so much, aka oil slick? For those of you guys that don't know what neochrome is, why do I like oil slick so much? So I like oil slick, not as much as some other people out there. I think it's cool. It's not my favorite color on a scooter. My favorite color on a scooter is electric blue, but I think oil slick looks really good with electric blue. But why do I actually like the color? I think I like oil slick because it matches with a lot of stuff. Even though it, like for example, if you put it on black, it matches really good with black. It looks really good. And there's not a lot of blues in oil slick, but it matches blue pretty well. Like I think that my oil slick SOB V3 fork looks pretty good on my new signature deck, which is that electric blue. So I like the color because it's very different. I mean, now a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people are making that color. But I still think that, I mean, I don't see it everywhere. I see blue everywhere. I see red everywhere. I see black, white, purple, green, yellow. I see those colors every single day. But oil slick, I really only see on certain things. Scooter parts. Sometimes I see it on like a bike part. And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really see that. I don't see it that often. And I think if you ask the everyday person, just the average everyday pedestrian, do you like this color? Where do you see it? I bet you they would not know what to say. Like when you're like, where do you see this color? They wouldn't really know what to say. I mean, they might say like lug nuts on some cars and stuff like that, but other than that, you really don't see the color that much. So that's why I like the color. @ConnorDonahue_4 says, why do you have an orange sticker on your Reaper bars? By the way, love the vids. So Connor, thank you very much for watching the videos. I'm glad you like them. And to answer your question about that orange sticker on my Reaper bars, now, that I didn't want that sticker on there. You guys know that I travel a good amount, and I've been traveling a lot for the past few months. So when you go onto a plane, I don't really like to put my scooter with the people. Like, I don't like to give it to the people at check-in. I like to take my scooter with me through the airport. And basically, when you do that, when you get to your gate, you ask them for a valet tag, and they give you a tag and then you leave your scooter at the end of the hallway, and then they take it under the plane, and when you come off the plane, once you get up at the end of that hallway, you get your scooter back. So that's what I've always done. Then sometimes they put stupid stickers, and for some reason that girl decided to put that sticker on the very front of my bars, and that's not like a sticker that you can take off very easily. When you take it off, very, very small pieces come off, piece by piece by piece by piece. So I just left it on there. I was like, whatever, dude, because I didn't ride those bars for that long after that anyway. Plus, I kind of planned on getting new bars, which I actually got. I got another set of Reapers, and yeah, I was pretty annoyed, to be 100% honest with you. I was not very happy about that, but what can you do? The lady put the sticker on my bars. Boom, that was it. So that's why I had that orange sticker on my bars. I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for, but that's what you got. At Cody Maddox 101 wants to know, how long were you riding before you got your first sponsor? So I bet you guys don't even know what my first sponsor was. I don't know if I've ever even talked about it. So my first sponsor, it wasn't like a real sponsor, like I didn't get a whole bunch of free stuff or they didn't send me around anywhere. It was, my first sponsor was a well-known group of friends that all rode within the scooter community, but like I said, it was well known. So the team was well known, and this was before there were any companies really in the scooter industry. And it was a company called DXG. It was formed by John Radke, and there was people like myself, Kenny Owens, Jason Beggs, Taylor Illig, and a bunch of other homies on this team. And this was like, at the time, it was the hardest team to get on in the West Coast. So I was very, very proud to be a part of the team. Like I said, we didn't get a whole bunch of free stuff. You basically just got bragging rights. Like you got the right to say, I'm on DXG, or you were in the video or something like that. And that video eventually came out, but it took forever. Having a sponsor was kind of a dream at the time. It wasn't something that everybody got to experience very often. It was something that you just kind of thought would have been a possibility at some time, because there was, like I said, there was no such thing, like when I was actually riding as a young kid, there was no such thing as a real sponsor. You just hoped that you were able to be a part of something, and getting free scooter parts was not even a possibility, because the only people that ever really got scooter parts for free were the people that either rode for Razor or Razorama, which Razorama was just some random website that bought a whole bunch of pro models back in the day and would sell them. And if you rode for them and you promoted them, you would get a free scooter. And I don't even know how you would promote them back in the day except for MySpace, because that's all we had was MySpace. Razorama kind of screwed themselves there. That was my very first sponsor, DXG. And how long was I riding before I got that sponsor? Let's see. I think I got on DXG when I was about 15 years old, and I started riding when I was 13 years old. So I had been riding for 2 years, but I've said this before, way back when I was riding, like when I was starting out, it was, and even 2 years after, it was a lot easier to get on a team because there weren't as many riders. That's what you guys have to think about. Back in the day, there might have been 100 people that rode scooters, maybe, and maybe a little bit more than that, if that. So being able to stand out and getting on a team, I'm not gonna say it was super easy, but now, because there's so many more people that offer so many different skill sets and stuff like that, it's gonna be a lot harder for people to get on teams nowadays as opposed to way back when, in whatever, 8 years ago. So yeah, if I was riding for about 2 to 2.5 years when I got my first sponsor. Steph_Chico_ wants to know, what are your favorite type of bars? And keep up the amazing work. So Stephanie, thank you very much for the support. I'm glad you like the videos and all that stuff. But what are my favorite types of bars? That's actually a really hard question because I've ridden so many different kinds of bars back in the day. And so I'll give you guys a couple different examples. So my favorite aluminum bar. My favorite aluminum bar is probably, I like Unions. I like them because they don't have a ton of back sweep. So I don't really like back sweep that much. Reapers have more back sweep. I'm not a crazy fan about back sweep because of the fact that just my hands feel weird. And I do a lot of bar spins and it's, I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. I just don't like it. But I ride Reapers because they're so readily available. I like just the polished color. I like the whole gusset design. I think it looks really cool. So I ride them. I just deal with the back sweep. I get used to it. It's all good. But Unions are cool too. But if I had to say like a favorite, for example, chromoly bar. When it comes to chromoly, I like T-bars. I think T-bars are really cool just because that's what I learned on back in the day. When it comes to even titanium, I like T-bars. But the only scary thing about titanium is when it breaks, it explodes. I've ridden titanium plenty of times and I love riding titanium bars. It's kind of scary sometimes. But I'm not saying that every single titanium bar is gonna break. I'm not saying don't go buy titanium. If you guys like riding titanium bars, ride titanium bars. They're great. They're awesome. They're light. They're strong. But me personally, I ride Reapers right now. But my favorite bar, aluminum side, Unions. When it comes to titanium or chromoly T-bars. So that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, this was a little bit shorter than usual, so I apologize if you guys kind of came here expecting this big, long, drawn-out video. Well, again, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you don't, make sure you do like this video, subscribe, and comment if you guys want to do any other kind of Q&As. If you guys want me to do any kind of crazy video idea, just let me know in the comments below, and I will get to that. So thank you guys again, and until next time, I'm out. Later.